आ आ उठो जहां बदल दो, उठो जहां बदल दो। हाथों से अपने लिख कर हर दास्तां बदल दो। ऐ मेरे नौजवानों, उठो जहां बदल दो।
Honorable Chairman, Higher Education Commission, Honorable Vice Chancellor Riphah International University, respected Rector of PIAS, Honorable Madam Zubaida Jalal, distinguished guests, our dignitaries and professors visiting Riphah from overseas, ladies and gentlemen, and of course our dear graduating students, Assalamu alaikum. It is indeed an honor for me to address this august gathering. Today, we are here to celebrate the amazing achievement of our graduating class. Today is a day of promise fulfilled, the promise that students make to themselves and their parents to work hard and be the best that they can be. The promise that the respected faculty makes to nurture and produce outstanding professionals. Today is a day of dream fulfilled, dream that you, my dear students, have had perhaps since you were very young. Dream to become engineers, doctors, health professionals, computer scientists, pharmacists, and other noble professions. A dream that I hope includes also becoming practicing Muslims and devoted Pakistanis. Today is a day of blessings, for today, Pakistan is blessed with not only excellent professionals, but I hope with young men and women who have a passion for excellence and unflinching integrity as lifelong principles. Ladies and gentlemen, a few days back, I was just thinking about, admittedly, lying, relaxing in my bed, and I was thinking about that what would I personally categorize as the biggest technological breakthrough which changed the face of Earth in the last, say, 150 odd years. When I sort of evaluated the impact of various marvelous inventions, innovations in all sectors, and that's my conclusion. You may or may not agree with this. So I thought the discovery of electricity, of converting different kinds of energy into electricity was perhaps an earth-shattering discovery. And if you carefully think about it, whether it's our computers, whether it's the products that we make, the quality of healthcare that we deliver in hospitals, any field. So if you switch off electricity, you're back to the Stone Age, at least technologically, I think. And that had major ramifications, not only on the technological aspects, but it impacted the way we lived. It impacted the design and structure of our economic systems. It impacted the way we move from one place to another. It impacted the relationship of individuals within a family unit. We all know, I'm sure your parents are always after you that please put down your phone and, spend time with the family. It has impacted every aspect of human life. I believe that after about 150 odd years, humanity once again, and I say what I say after giving it a lot of thought and very carefully. And I think humanity once again is at the cusp of a technological breakthrough and change which is going to change every aspect of humanity, absolutely every aspect of humanity. And I refer to the development and, of course, the increased access of artificial intelligence. So AI is not one of those linear, incremental innovation that happens, our iPhones and other phones get improved every year. There are a few more gimmicks in the technology, our cars, the diagnostic machines we have in hospitals. It's not about that. It is first time in the human history since Adam was put down on earth, first time in human history, you have a technology which can think for itself. There's nothing, no airplane, not the latest MRI machine, no machine in the world can think for itself. AI is a technology which thinks for itself. The difference between a monkey and Einstein in terms of an IQ is 2x. I'm not talking about normal human beings. We're talking about Einstein, probably, arguably one of the smartest man there was. So that 2x difference is very, very substantive. Monkeys, just because they don't have that IQ, are still running around, in Magla Hills on the corner, right, waiting for you to throw a banana. But look what Einstein did. So the difference between ChatGPT-4, which is only one of the many generative AIs, is 2.5x already. So AI means that in, say, Riphah University, professor, and I pose this to the chairman HEC as well. So what suddenly you have access to 10,000 geniuses in every field. What happens when a country has access to 1 million brains, thinking, analytical brains in 1 hour? So why I talked about it is that I think the way we deliver education, the role of the faculty members, the role of a doctor and an engineer, the role of a pharmacist. Today, the time of average discovery of drug from experimentation to FDA approval in America is about 10 odd years. This is predicted to be, cut down to 6 months. So my suggestion, advice to our young graduates, our brilliant professionals who are going to be part of the work life very soon, is that no matter in which profession you specialize in, you need to develop your capacity in artificial intelligence. I'm just going to give you one small example. Recently, they did an experiment, maybe you've heard of that. So they took 3 doctors, 5 patients. Patients were allowed to interface with the doctors only using the chat function, only typing, right? So after the interaction, they were asked, all the patients were asked, who was the best doctor? Dr. A, B, C. Their names were not shared with the patients, but just this is Dr. A, Dr. B, Dr. C. So the patients evaluated that interface on quality of not only the advice, the quality of their expertise, but also their human empathy. Which doctor was able to empathize and sympathize with the patient in the best possible manner, right? And all the 5 patients unanimously selected Dr. C. Then this recorded interface was given to an independent panel of doctors to be evaluated, Professor Nisa. Kindly evaluate from an because patients are not medically experts, right? So can you evaluate which is a best doctor? So this independent panel of doctors unanimously selected Dr. C. And Dr. C was not even human. It was an AI doctor. So AI can be creative. AI, very recently, about 6 months, very interesting. The Writers Guild of Hollywood, the writers who write films, these love serials and this Netflix drama series, very creative people. And it's a very creative function to be to be a poet, to be a painter. Very human. So they went on to a strike because they were threatened that the AI can write better plays, better poems, better films than them at almost next to nothing cost. So I, generally speaking, don't talk about technology in my speeches, not especially at a convocation speech, but this is one of the most important things. And I request you, the Honorable Chairman HEC, that HEC has to really focus with a very progressive vision. Our standards against which we evaluate the universities needs to change. 3 months back, I was in Basel in Switzerland and had the opportunity and the privilege to attend a workshop conducted by Harvard Medical School. And the case that was presented was the AI ability to evaluate senior surgical residents in a clinical hospital setting. And evidence-based, they presented that AI's evaluation was 97.5% as good as the consultant or the specialist supervising doctor of these residents. So I would also like this opportunity to talk to my faculty as well. We can't hide from AI. We may dislike change. I'll be 57 in a couple of months, but I am trying to reskill myself on AI. I have to learn. Otherwise, I do not have the right to be chancellor of this university or any other university. We do not have the right to lead, to teach, if we do not have the competency or the skills that are required, which keep on changing. The core intellect, of course, of our esteemed faculty members, the core human element, that is always going to be there. With that, I would like to re-emphasize what our esteemed Vice Chancellor laid out, that Pakistan, as we all know, we've got youth as one of our greatest assets. 60% of our population is 30 years or less. And I believe the progress of Pakistan, our Nijat from the sort of mess that we have created, lies in the youth. I also request the Chairman HEC to kindly do give it a thought. And it was a very hard decision to go for Riphah to go into that direction because we were focused on higher education. But I believe it has, and I don't see any other way, Professor Saab. We have to have the universities also focus on development of the youth other than your conventional degree programs. That cannot be the way forward. In 4 years, 5 years, knowledge becomes obsolete. आप जो पहले semester में पढ़ते हैं 5वें semester तक उसमें कितना कुछ relevant रहता है, your faculty members would know better. So we've got to empower our universities to engage with the youth in terms of their upskilling and skill development. So I'm glad to share that Riphah University won one of the largest grants by NAFTAC to train 300 youth in various medical technologies. So Riphah, we also developed the curriculum for those technologies, audiometry, endoscopic technicians, and 30% of those undergoing this 2 years training, we have signed up, inshallah, and we'll honor this, will be placed abroad internationally in job placements, because there's massive demands for our youth there. So I hope and I wish and pray all the best for our graduating students. Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much.